name is Jay, and today I make this video to discuss and answer the 5 questions related to survival and especially uh, water. So for the first question, people here, people in my area. Actually, I originally come from Ho Chi Minh City, and this is my hometown. It's not a rural area or mountainous area or the area that really hard to reach the water sources. So people here just use them for household chores and for housing and even some machines like washing machines, and that's it. But I live pretty near to very massive industrial zones, and that in that zones including that zone includes many companies and factories. So I think they will use them for their production process. And come to the second question is water an issue? So I must say that water here is not an issue. We live uh, we live near the supply water company, and it's really near to my university too. Um, so it just took me about 5 minutes, and here we have system the system of a water pipe, really sophisticated. However, it's logical and suitable for citizens here. I must say that here we hardly ever meet a problem that we lack of water. So water is not the problem, the issue. I think the issue here is the traffic congestion and air pollution, and even it's comes to a flood in Thủ Đức in Thủ Đức market. Every we receive the dog and cats rain. It's just poor and really hard. Come to the third question is how people reuse water for landscaping, park, and public buildings. Um, Ways. I think there are many ways, but I, the most popular thing methods is that people usually use the sewage that filtered by the company or factory, or even the systems to plant and water the trees and grass, and in some on the streets and even in the parks, so it can save the money. It can save money and water dramatically, and I think it's really logical. The reuse water, yeah, I think that is the one that the really good measure to reuse water. For the fourth question, how people can reduce water at home. So I cannot I cannot say in general, but let me take myself as a specific example. I usually reduce using water like mm, when I clean my house and my room. I won't I won't wash them under the tap, but I will contain the water in a container, so I can use them several times. Like several times here means that I will use the water to clean my rooms and my parents' rooms and the upstairs and even the downstairs, and then I will refresh the water by throw them away, and I get another turn of water and clean them all again, so I can make sure that my house is clean but the water is still good. um, why I say that? Because I I can I can observe that many people they don't use the container to contain the water, but they just wash their broom and their cleaning broom under the tap, and it's really waste of time and water to wait for it to be clean, and it's not dark and black anymore or even dirty. Another thing that my mom will use the last no, not the last. My mom will use the water that after she washed all the vegetables to water our trees, our small plants, and or she will wash the yard. Like she will throw, she will let the water to go to the yard so it can cooler the atmosphere and even can wash away the dust partly, just partly. The fifth question is possibly access to water but not the filter salt. Um, this is kind a difficult question, not for me, but also some water saving agencies, because if everybody can access to the water, so the mountainous area, rural area, and even the third world in Africa, they will not struggling. They was not struggling finding the clean water to use, to eat, to drink. Um, but for me, I think filter the sewage is kind of good, but we have to choose what sewage to filter. For example, the water that people just use once, but it's not contain the chemical elements or the poisonous elements, and even it's not really hard to uh, to filter, because we gotta spend um, spend a colossal amount of money to invest in filter the water. Um, I think every area they should have like they should have a system. The government should support them and ask them to use the water effectively but safe and clean enough. Like use the water after wash the vegetables to water the trees, or they can use those waters to wash their hands, their feet, so it's gonna be good. I think so. That is what my perspective. Thank you for listening and watching.